Ode on a Grecian Urn is the best-known ode of the poet John Keats, who was enthralled by the splendid beauty of Greek art. Greece was his ideal country, and her classical art a divine gift to all humanity. He turned to this distant classical work for inspiration, but he recreated and reinterpreted it through the eyes of a romantic.
A thing of beauty is a joy forever.
It may sound weird to start a short explanation on a masterpiece such as Ode on a Grecian Urn with Mary Poppins and her striking quotation by John Keats and Endymion when she prepares her new room as a babysitter in the famous movie by Walt Disney. So, what do Mary Poppins and John Keats have in common? Well, let's discover it. The poem is about an imaginary Grecian urn with figures carved in relief, probably inspired by a vase which Keats saw at the British Museum in London. He had a very poor health, so his imagination was really huge. He had to react his poor health. The ode is constructed in three parts: introduction, main subject, and conclusion. The urn is addressed as a living creature. It is a perfect and immutable work of art, forever uncorrupted, robed in silence. And yet, as a silver historian, it is capable of telling the story carved on its side, forever and ever. So the silence and the stillness of the first lines are in great contrast with the sound of pipes and cymbals, which we imagine. The poet asked himself many questions, and mainly about the voices and the music coming out from the vase. But the sounds are voiceless. It is a possibility of sound, a possibility of melody, a melody created by imagination, not heard by the sensual ear, and yet more vital, more sweet than reality, because with our imagination we can imagine everything. What does not attain reality but remains in the field of unfulfilled desire is always something for which the possibility of fulfillment still exists. Reality would break the dream, according to Keats. Love is happy, though not yet enjoyed, because the lover still hopes to be loved. So everything which is desired, expected, is always more exciting than reality. In the poet's opinion, art can hold a moment of happiness, fix it, and make it eternal. In fact, the fair youth will never stop playing, the trees will never be bare, the bold lover, though unable to reach his maiden and kiss her, will love her forever. Art stops all this. Keats is enthralled by the beauty of the second side of the urn. The carved story again speaks to his imagination. A mysterious priest is leading all the people to a green altar where a heifer will be sacrificed to their god. Men, women, children have left their town silent and desolate. Which town? The town is far away, and we can only imagine its silence. The silent urn has given endless life to a transitory event. The last stanza contains the famous statement, "Beauty is truth, truth beauty," which sounds a little ambiguous and mysterious and seems to lend itself to various interpretations. The main message by Keats, anyway, is that a work of art has the divine gift of eternity. While human generations pass away, art will remain and give consolation to man as the only permanent true reality. Art consoles. So now let's go back to Mary Poppins and the famous quotation. When Keats says a beautiful thing is a joy forever, he wants to remind us that a beautiful object of art, a painting, a poem, a novel, a piece of music gives us a strong pleasure. It comforts us and it makes us feel less lonely in our life and in this world.